Today on The Real. You never know what he's gonna say.
Pastor John Gray and his wife Aventer are here.
You got my last name, girl.
Then, on Girl Chat, what would all your exes say about you?
I can be a bit dramatic.
I agree.
Whatever. And why you have to have the last word. If I'm gonna stay awake, you gonna stay awake. Yo. It's The Real with guest co-host Remy Ma.
I love you guys so much.
Girl Chat, but I think you guys are also excited because our guest co-host today is a rapper, reality star, and someone we all can get in that fun. Show some love for Remy Ma, baby! We are so excited to have you back.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I mean, I really definitely feel like I'm at home when I'm here. Everyone, I just want to start off by saying, before I say anything, everyone looks amazing today.
Oh,
thank you so
much.
Thank you.
No, please.
You look amazing.
I think we're all getting ready for the weekend. It must be the weekend right now.
Yes.
Yep.
TGIF, ready for the weekend slay.
Okay, now Remy, this is your last day with us, and we have loved having you here all week, haven't we, everybody?
So much fun.
But I want you to be real. Remy, what do you like most about being here at the Girl Chat table?
I just think the realness. When you have, and it's the different opinions, because I feel like we all come from different places, and we all have different views and things, but when you get to hear everyone's opinion about things, and you know it's authentic.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to be sitting with people, and they're just like, yeah, girl, and you say in the back of your mind, like, this is okay.
Exactly.
So, you know, I know that is real, and I know it's authentic, and I take things home with me. When I leave here, every day I take things home with me.
And boy, do we take things home when you come around. We'll talk about that later.
So let's get right into some juicy girl chat, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready.
Everyone at this table has had their share of ex-boyfriends who may have some choice words about them. And recently, the ShadeRoom.com posted this question. If all of your exes sat at a table and vented about you, what would they agree on? Now, here's what some of the women said. Bernie Abel, XOX, Carmen said, I'm the best they ever had in the bedroom.
Well.
That. And Daddy Bash said, I go from 0 to $1 billion if you try me.
Ooh.
So,
Accurate
ladies,
for me too.
what would your exes say about you if they all got together? Let's start with you, Adrienne.
Okay.
You're married now.
Yes, I'm married now, but I have 3 exes in life.
Okay.
I would. This is
Now, remember, they all in the room, and they all talking.
This is a difficult one because this is The Real.
Okay.
Yeah.
I technically have never been dumped.
Okay. But that don't mean you're not an ex.
I know, but I exited the relationship, so I think it was amicable.
Okay.
Like, we were all cool afterwards. Yeah. So I don't think they would all sit and, like, necessarily bash. I think they would say that when I love super duper hard.
Okay.
I think they would say that, yes, I was the most incredible in the bedroom. Thank you very much. They would say I have a reckless mouth that sometimes can be pretty harsh.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm too honest for my own good. And they would say...
Uh-oh. Look at that tongue.
Okay, they would honestly say... A lot of them have actually told this to me. They've said sorry later on. So that I think at times I probably let them get away with more than they should have.
Oh, wow.
That's
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Tamara, what would your exes say?
Okay.
They would say I can be a tad bit dramatic, but that's nothing new, really.
I agree.
You agree? Whatever. I was, and this is something that I'm not proud of. I was that girlfriend that would always say, we need to talk. They hated that.
I did that too.
You did that, right? They
I did
hated
that
that.
too.
But I would have to agree with you. They would all agree that when I love hard. And I love every inch, every ounce. I love their good. I love their bad. But I know one thing that they all can agree on, and that would be, I think I was a little ahead of the game. I always wanted to get married. So, you know, because I was that girlfriend.
Yeah.
My nickname in college, my college boyfriend called me wifey. And sometimes, you know, they said I was like wifey material. And sometimes that would scare them away.
They weren't ready for that.
They weren't ready for it. Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Look at all that they missed out on.
I know. Hey.
I want to hear from Jeannie.
Man, like, all of my relationships ended when you grew out of it, when you knew that you wanted better, and you outgrow, you know, the person. So I feel like it was always, you know, mature and whatnot. But I loved so well. Like, I really know that for all my boyfriends out there, yes, I'm looking at you because I know you looking back at me. That I loved so hard. Like, I was that girl who made the mixtapes for every moment, you know? I had my SWV moments. I had my Jodeci for those good times. I had my Shy, Jade, everything. All my moments were always documented by the songs. I cooked a lot. I also, like, took them to new experiences. I pushed my boyfriends out of their comfort zone. And I always helped them plan out their careers. I always thought, like, you want to be a rapper?
Let's do it.
Yeah, or could you write a better bar?
Right.
Like, you know, I was always encouraging. And I was real. I kept it real. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Always. And I
Push them out of their comfort zone. That's great.
My mom always says, if the person who loves you most can't tell you the truth, ain't nobody gonna tell you. So I was the one that always loved so hard that I told them the truth, yes. And so today, I think they would say to me, thank you, because I gave you the time of your life.
Well, Remy, what about you, girl? What they say about you?
Like, strangely, you know, contrary to what most people would probably think, I think that all the guys that I've ever dated would say that I was like the perfect girlfriend.
Ooh.
Like seriously.
Really?
Because I think my tomboy roots kind of kick in. So, you know, I like sports. I like video games. I'm down to go, you know, race cars and like all the things that guys like to do. I'm not really into, I don't want to meet your family. I'm not that. I don't want to meet your family at all, period. Like, and I was always like, cool. Like, if you had a sister, I was probably cool with her, or your mom, like, you know, she likes me. And every relationship that I had, I don't even, like, we never really, like, broke up. Like, it's over. It was just, like, we, like, kind of drifted apart. But we were friends. And a lot of times with my relationships, they all started out as people who were my friends first. So I think that, you know, they would really all say, like, you know, she was a real good person. Like,
She's a good girl.
When I see people and they see, like, the relationship that I have now with my husband, they understand it. They, like, I could see why he would want to marry her and be with her. Just because of...
Oh.
Wait, Remy, I have a question. You seem so chill and so cool all the time. Was there ever a boyfriend who, like, got the drama from, like something
Made
you would
you
do?
psychotic,
Yeah,
like
made
the
you
rest of
lose
us.
your ish. Like,
I mean, the psychotic streak is kind of like part of my natural character.
Yeah, I forgot to add that one too. They probably I was
They
psychotic.
always definitely have some weird story to tell about something that I did crazy, but they'd be like, but that's her. That's, you know, they would relate.
yeah.
So
You know what mines would say?
What?
She could cook some ham hocks.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Right.
What else would they say?
They would say, she said no. All three of them would have to say she turned me down. All three of them, yeah. All three of them asked me to marry him.
Wow,
And I
nice.
turned all three of them down so they could
Damn.
agree on that.
You are
And,
cold-blooded.
I gave
well, at least someone said it. We all were thinking it.
Lonnie!
I know Lauren in the back going,
Lonnie! well, okay. Well, man, I just got a visual. Jeez, Lonnie!
love it.
I love this show. And so long as we are on the topic of venting, an article in selfgrowth.com wants to know, why do people feel they have to have the last word?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Jeannie.
I'm growing still.
Well, some people believe that having the last word gives you more control and power, and it makes you feel that you have won the argument. But many psychologists feel that the person who falls silent and stops the chaos gets so far up under your skin by not continuing the argument, they actually end up being the winner.
Amen. Amen.
That's
wisdom.
me.
Oh my God. Silence is the best comeback ever.
It is.
Yes.
So, do any of you ladies have to have the last word?
I go through that too sometimes. I'll literally be like, babe, if I'm doing something that's upsetting you, tell me. Like just say it, because Lord knows I'll say it.
Having the last word doesn't necessarily make you right. Like you could,
Right,
if
so
I said what I
That's
said
true.
and I said it first, and I had valid points, and it stung, and I cut you. You could scream until the cows come home.
Miss
If
Remy
you're
Ma,
not saying
you know a
anything-
thing or two about stinging. Let me tell you.
Exactly. I'm speaking from experience. So you can keep doing this all you want, but if you're talking rubbish, it's pointless.
If you're talking about, like, it depends on the situation for me. Like, if it's a person to person, like if I'm arguing with somebody, and it depends on how much I care about the person.
Okay.
But if I really don't care about you, I'll let you have the last word. Like, online,
Oh my God.
I argue with people all the time online, and I let them, but I got one good one in on them, I'm going to let you go. You keep on blah, 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 blabbing.
Yeah.
I got
That's
you that one good time.
Wait,
Exactly.
wait. In a relationship, like you, Jeannie, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to go to bed upset.
Oh, God.
So it's not that I go to bed happy. I just don't let any of us go to bed. If I'm gonna stay awake, you gonna stay awake.
Yo.
Lord.
No,
Now,
this is real.
My husband has tried to leave the room. I will follow you out
just
the
wake up for a
room.
minute.
You
One-
want to go to the
one thing.
living room? I'm following you into the living room. I'm gonna sit on your stomach and be like this. We're gonna talk about this. You know that, right? And I will want to talk. I will want to figure it out and get to the bottom of it.
No, I'm trying to figure out, and Tam, who has the last word between you and Adam?
I just let Adam have it because then he shuts up. Well, after he says what he needs to say, and if I don't say anything, I know he's going to stop the argument.
My
So
spirit
I'm cool.
says he's gonna come on a husband takeover and say that isn't true.
Right.
No, it's true. I just let him have it.
No, but
because I get exhausted. I honestly don't like to argue. I don't like confrontation. So once I get what I need to have out or said, I'm done. Why do we have to repeat it over and over and over and over and over again? All right, moving on.
Israel. I think
Oh, my-
Israel is here. I want to ask him. Israel, is what she's saying true? Is what your wife saying is true?
Yeah, it's very true.
Won't I follow you?
For sure.
Don't
for sure.
leave that room. I'm following you into the next one. And then, but you're so calm. Okay, if Iz gets mad, you get really like, listen, and you
Chill.
always want to find the resolve.
Can he talk? That's the problem.
That's why.
That's the problem.
coerced into these answers.
Well, tell him.
My thing is, I think I'm like Tam a lot. I don't like a whole lot of back and forth. And so my way of doing things is always like, let's find peace. And when you get that out of your system and catch your breath, I'm going to probably hold you and pull you close, and we're going to figure it out. And
That's what he says.
that's because I pay attention in times that there have been conflict or disagreements. I'll be like, what am I supposed to do? She'll be like, yo, man, you could just like hold me or something. I'm like, I'm good with that. I will hold you, and we're good.
That's what I wanted to know.
Because you gotta figure out what works for you in the good times. Have you ever had that
That's
conversation?
when it's easier to, deal with that situation when you're talking about your mate. When I'm talking about having the last word, when it's with some totally random person.
I don't care.
Like when
Yeah.
it's someone else, I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna say what I want to say
And be
then that's
done.
because if I keep going, if I get to the point where now I want to hit you because it's just pointless.
Now
Like-
I want to hit you.
Right? No, seriously.
No,
Right.
real.
Like you sit there sometimes and you'll say something, they'll say something back, and then you've delivered the death blow already, but they're still going. You're like, okay, now I gotta do something else to you because
Exactly.
you're not getting it.
Yeah.
So I feel like with your mate, you have to come, especially your husband or your wife. You have to come to some medium, some resolve. You guys have to live with each other for the rest of your life. But with some random people, I get what Lonnie says.
That's
you just stab in and you get out.
And I'm
Keep it
out.
stepping. Everyone likes a good social gathering with food, drinks, gathering, dancing, all that stuff. Great conversation. But is it cool to be tardy for the party? A debate about this topic on Twitter revealed some believe that being fashionably late, like Adrian, is the way to go.
But always first downstairs.
While
at my
others
job.
feel arriving early, like Jeannie, is a party no-no. So, Remy, what do you think? Late or early or just on time?
Just be on time. But if you have to be anything, I would prefer you be early. A lot of times, if you're in a venue, you have a certain time slot.
That is true.
Or if you have, like, say if it's something like a baby shower or something, you have things that you want to do set for a scheduled time, and you have someone, strolling in an hour and a half late, it's annoying. It messes with your money, and it messes with the schedule of everything that everyone else does. I'd rather get there early, and I'll wait outside in the car till it's time to go, then, get in there late.
What happened at your wedding?
That's nice.
Oh, at my wedding, forget about it. I already knew, people call it black people time. I already knew everybody.
Black people time.
Right. That means that you are going to be at least an hour to 2 hours late. You tell them 12 o'clock, they think that means 2:15. So I tacked on 2 extra hours.
Smart.
So that anyone who came late, they would still be on time. So I have to lie. I do this all the time. My family, I have to lie about real schedules.
Yes.
I can't tell people. I charted 2 buses so that everyone could get there. No one would have the excuse if they got lost, the GPS, nothing.
Yes.
And people were still late getting to the bus. Seriously, it was ridiculous. I missed 3 hours of the time that I would have had enjoying my wedding because key people were late.
Oh,
and
wow.
we couldn't just go on without them. And it's annoying. It really
You really
dampened
make
my day.
Yeah.
Reconsider being late. Jeez,
No,
it's
but
ruining
but
people's
it
lives.
is.
Have you ever been to a party though early? Because my husband is very practical, and it's kind of awkward though when you're the only person there.
Really?
Right? Yes, it's happened to me.
Well,
The
but you
rare
get
and few
free first
times
dibs
that
on all the
yeah,
food.
the rare and few times I've ever been early, it actually allows me to have a drink to settle in.
Yes.
Get to the bar early.
When was you
get one-
early? When?
I've been to things early.
1981.
Adrian is
I
never.
wasn't born yet, Lonnie.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. At the Emmy red carpet, the daytime Emmy red carpet, who was 1 hour and 5 minutes
And
late?
we were melting
Don't
in the
make
sun.
me get started. Don't start that one.
Not looking good.
Adrian, I'm going to say this. You are so lucky. If you come to one of my parties early, I'm putting you to work. You're going to chop some cheese. You're going to put out some dishes. You're going to clean something up.
If there was ever incentive to not be early, that was it right there.
Because how much do you guys love the people that come early because you're like, I'm so glad you're here. Go vacuum the living room, right?
Jeannie's been early to my events and I put her to work.
Yeah, that's why I like coming because I always know people need help.
That's
and
why I
love
always
it.
come right on time, because I don't want to help you, you pull out everything.
And then you
figured
leave
out-
more dishes.
I figured out the perfect time to come.
When?
Not too early, not too late. Just like 30 minutes. 30 minutes after you're supposed to go.
No, I want you there on time.
No, not even 30
No.
minutes.
Because if everyone decides, let's all go 30, you say you're going to come 30
That's
minutes.
true.
You say,
That's
I'm
true.
sitting
But no
there for
one
30
ever-
minutes like this.
No one
Okay, so if
ever,
Remy
ever,
throws
ever
a party,
arrives
we all
like-
showing up on time,
Be on
right?
time. Same time.
Well, actually, if Remy throws a party, and I'm going to give you an hour padding on it. If I say the party's at 6 o'clock,
Okay.
it's probably at 7.
So then that's what,
Good to
but
know.
it depends on how long it is. Like, Munchkin threw a party recently, and it was from 7 to 11.
It actually started at 8. I put 7 on the thing.
And that's
so
what
that
I
people could
figured.
get
That's why I
there.
got there at 9, and I was right on time.
One law student did the extreme to make sure that she would pass her test. According to Britain's Office of Independent Adjudicator, the woman used invisible ink to hide secret notes in her textbook, and she cleverly attached a black light to her pen. However, it wasn't hidden well enough because fellow students saw what she was up to and snitched.
That's so whack.
You guys
Right,
are
why would you
whack.
tell her?
Haters.
Okay, well, time to get real at this table. Who at this table has cheated on a test before? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Come
Come on.
My
I never
driver's permit.
cheated.
You never.
Yo,
You
I
were
never
a goody
stepped in
two
my-
shoes,
It
Remy.
wasn't that I was a
Wait,
goody two shoes.
hold on. You never cheated before?
No, it's not that I was a goody two shoes. I was like always like the A student. Like people always came to me. I had this one girl that was in my class, and we were like the teacher's pets, both of us. But she was the one. If you went to her work, and she'd be like, "No, I can't give it to you. You can't." And I'd be like, "Here, everyone, copy, pass it around."
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, professors and teachers, they know, the intelligence of their students. So if anyone gets caught, they're gonna know that I didn't cheat, that I didn't copy.
Dang, I
that
wish
it
I was
you.
sitting
So
next
I
to
never-
Remy.
Wow.
I liked school.
Sit next to-
Believe it or not, I liked
You know what?
school.
No.
She cheated on her driver's test.
How do you?
Guys, I don't drive, so let's start there. Clearly, it didn't work. But when I initially went to go get my permit, I went to Winnetka. Shout out to Winnetka. And this is way back
So
in the
you
day.
should have went to Compton. You would have passed if you went to Compton.
Major fail.
They'll pass you.
And the first time I did it, I failed the permit test.
Okay.
You can get like 6 wrong. I think I got 7 wrong. And so the ladies there knew me from Cheetah Girls at the
Yes.
time. And they were like, you're technically supposed to have like 30 minutes or an hour to be able to take it again. She just let me take it again. Obviously, I knew whatever it was I got wrong. She gave me the same one twice. I appreciate you. And so that's how I got my permit the first time.
Well, see, T and I am, oh, Lord, I am not proud of this, but in high school, T and I had the same classes together, so we would cheat together. So she would have a seat right behind me, and in our French class, we knew how to do the alphabet in sign language.
Right.
So Tia used to tap my back, and then she'll put up like number 1, and then I would go, because I was the smarter one in French class, I would go A, B, C, so whatever the answer was, because it was
Wow.
multiple choice, that's how she would get the answer right. So we would just do this.
So lucky with you. Okay, so I did really well in school. I kept a 3.83 GPA and I took AP classes.
Okay.
However, I am the one Asian person in this world that sucks at math. Go figure. So all these kids would sit next to me, and we would be doing trig or whatever, and I would always get the wrong answers, and they would all copy me, and then when we'd get them passed back, they'd be like, Jeannie, you suck. I was like, no, that's what you get.
It's time to help a lucky someone kickstart their weekend by giving them the chance to win up to 4 pairs of flirty spring shoes. And today we'll sweeten the deal by sending them home with as much cash as they win in shoes. You guys, it is time to play Mega Dimestore to Deluxe. All right, who wants to play? Well, there can only be one. And today it is Dana Brown! Woo! Dana Brown, get on down here and let's do this. Hey, Brown! Welcome, welcome. Get on this side. Okay, Dana. Girl, you excited. Yes, I can feel it. Where are you from?
I'm from North Hollywood, California.
Okay. Sally in the house. Now, we have to be honest. How many pairs of shoes do you own?
Child.
When it starts with child, I'm gonna say it's a lot. Okay, well, guess what? You could be adding 4 more pairs to your collection today if you play your cards right. Ladies, tell her how we play.
Okay. See these podiums with all the price tags on them? Each price corresponds with one of these pairs of shoes that we're holding. Now, when Adrian says go, your job is to move us and our shoes to the podium you think matches the price.
Okay.
That's right. You have to place it in order of least expensive, Dimestore, to most expensive, Deluxe. Each pair you match correctly to their price, you get to take home.
Woo.
Yes.
And
Believe in you.
And because today's game is mega, every shoe you match to the correct price, you also get to take home that amount of cash.
That's so
So,
good.
you could be walking out of here
It
with
doesn't get any better than this.
almost $1,000.
Hey! Okay. But girl, beware because you only have 30 seconds. So you got to think really fast. You got to pay attention to the detail and the quality of each shoe. Okay?
Thank you, ladies. Yes, okay. It's time to do this. You ready? All right, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go!
go.
Okay. Okay, Ronnie, you go down 79. 190, 190, 250, and 395.
All right, take your last look. Take your last look. Which one?
Stop.
Okay. Hurry up. Take a look. You feel good?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I think this is it.
Okay, good. Come back, Sandy. Come on back. All right, the time is up. How do you think you did?
Girl, I hope I did right, girl.
You were like, I feel good about this, though.
Yeah, I feel good. But
Gave it a last look and everything. All right, ladies, let's find out what kind of loot Dana will be taking home. All right, the first pair of shoes should be $79. Lonnie, what's it looking like?
I hope it's 79.
79,
Me
79,
too.
79! You're right. These kitten heels are yours, and guess what? You're also going home with an extra $79. So the shoes cost $79. That's amazing. All right, the next pair of shoes should be $190. Jeannie, show me 190. Show me 190.
Girl, here we go.
Jeannie.
Here we go. What is it?
Pull all the way out. It is $250. Okay, so that was not the right price, but we're going to move on to the next. The third pair of shoes should be $250. Was she right? We know it already was $395.
That means I got all of them.
Okay, so let us see, Remy, what the last one is. It was $190.
Well, at least you got.
But guess what, girl? You did pretty well. You're going home with those pair of shoes and $79, you guys. That's awesome. Hey, thanks, Dana, for playing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. Think you could do better? Tune in next time when we play Dimestore to Deluxe.
Our next guest travels the world sharing faith and the gospel in his own unique way. He's an associate teaching pastor at Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas. And together with his wife, they now have a new reality show on OWN called The Book of John Gray. Please welcome Pastor John Gray and his wife, Aventer Gray.
You before, but hello, welcome to the show.
No, Aventer in the house.
Ew.
I'm on the real with my wife.
Yeah. Now, you both have known my husband for years.
Yes.
You actually, John, you opened for him on tour. What was that like?
I was a World Vision rep on Israel's tour back in like 2005. So I've known him 13 years now.
Wow.
And he's one of my best friends. And his music has impacted my walk with Christ, and I'm just grateful for him as a friend and brother.
We love that. Same about you.
Aventer, you and John have been married for 6 years now.
Yeah.
Who asked who out first?
John is actually a stalker.
Oh, dang, put it out there, girl.
He literally followed me for a year.
That didn't follow.
Observed. He says observed. I say stalked. But anyway, we were at church, and I had choreographed a dance piece that kind of set the atmosphere. It was really great. And he was interested after and wanted to know about the dance. And he talked to me, asked to borrow my phone, and called himself so he could have my number in his phone.
Slick.
So he stole my number.
And I left a message.
He left a message.
And I said, this is wifey's phone.
Yes.
And that's how I got her number. I texted her that night, and I was like, you know you want to talk to daddy? No, I didn't.
Listen.
I should have, but it worked anyway because you got my last name, girl. So, it was great.
Pastor John, on the show, you shared your struggle with diabetes.
Yeah.
You know, why did you feel that was important for you to, put it out there like that?
I think a lot of times people of faith incorrectly assume that everything can go away with one prayer. There are some things that don't need a miracle, they need discipline.
Okay.
And so diabetes is an invitation to discipline. It's something that I can change, I can control. And it's like one thing to be like, God, heal me. It's another to be like, God, heal me with a pork chop in my hand. Like, you can't ask for a miracle when you can actually be a part of the miracle by making better decisions.
Amen.
And so diabetes is something that is really disproportionately affecting the African American community. And it was important for me to be honest, because a lot of people think faith is separate from reality, but our show is about the intersection of faith and real humanity. So,
Thank you.
What message do you want people to get out of your show?
I want them to see very normal people trusting a supernatural God, and that we use whatever gifts we have to let people know that God loves them no matter where they are, no matter who they are. They all got equal value, and Jesus loves you regardless of your broken places. So no matter where you've been, no matter what you go through, God loves you. And I think it's also important to see an African-American family building. I've got a legacy now. I got a wife, I got 2 kids, and I didn't have that growing up. So to be able to do something to honor this beautiful woman and to raise my kids, we need to see that.